In marketing, we taught to hustle, launch fast, post daily, never stop testing, never stop pushing. But if you keep pushing without pausing, you stop hearing, you stop noticing, you stop thinking. Pushing feels productive. You are in motion, emails, DM, meeting, content, reports, but constant pushing leads to burnout, medical campaign, decision fatigue, reactive work, not creative. There was a time I launched 3 campaign in a week, different platform, different objective, different client. On papers, it looks impressive. But none of them performed well. Why? Because I didn't pause to think. I didn't reflect on last week's learning. I was just moving. Marketing isn't a race, it's a rhythm. And every rhythm has beats of action and movement of stillness. We often mistake pausing for laziness. But in truth, pausing is where creativity lives, strategy sharpen, insight forms. I am quoting Anne Lamott. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for few minutes, including you. Think of a great song. It's not just the notes. It's the silence between the notes that gives it feeling. The same applies for campaign. Let's take an example. After running an email funnel that underperformed, instead of launching a new one immediately, I paused. I read responses. I read my subject line. I checked heat maps. The next version, 3x more conversion. Not because I worked harder, but because I thought bigly. And it is possible because I paused. I listened. I see things which is not possible without pausing. Push yourself when you are validating a strategy and need to scale it. You are in execution mode after planning. The window of opportunity is narrow. For example, train based on that. Let's take another example. When a trending audio matches a campaign vibe, I didn't overthink. I created, posted, amplified. That agency was right. Push when your ideas are clear and your strategy is sound. Push when momentum is real. Pause when you feel scattered or drained. Results are dropping despite effort. You are unsure of your next move. You haven't done strategy review in weeks. Now let's take another example. I pause every Friday afternoon. No meeting, no content, just one question. What's actually working? I open dashboards, review analytics, and journal insights. That pause give me direction for the next week. Sometimes I realize I'm doing 10 things that don't matter, and I cut 7 of them. The 20-hour rules. One of the most powerful shifts in my career came when I embraced this mindset. Spend 20 hours now to save 200 hours later. Most marketers avoid system building because it feels like extra work. But that's short-term thinking. If you spend 20 hours building a repeatable system like a client onboarding process, a content pipeline, or a reporting framework, you free up your brain power, time, and energy every week. Let's take a real-life example. I was reviewing SEO content for an entertainment fast-paced news website that published 150 articles a day. Now, if I spend even 1 minute per article just scanning, suggestion, tweaking, I will be sinking 150 minutes daily. That's 2.5 hours every single day. I spent the next 20 hours designing clear editorial SEO guidelines, creating a training plan, and onboarding the writers. For the next 21 days, I worked with them closely, gave feedback in real time, and reinforced quality expectation. By the end of third week, I didn't need to review every article. The team was trained. The system was working. My 2.5-hour daily task gone. Delegated, handle without sacrificing the quality. That's the power of 20-hour rule. Build once, breathe later. The same applies to your content calendar, feedback systems, or creative template. If it repeats, systemize it. Think of a system as a time investment, not task. Number 2, energy journal. Every morning, I rate my mental clarity energy on a scale of 1 to 10. If it is under 6, Constantly, I pause and I ask why. Thought tool I use. Weekly campaign review. Quick 30-minute notion doc. What moved the needle? What trained the team? What should we stop doing? Now, the another technique I use, do list checklist. Before every big push, I ask, do I need to do all this? What happen if I cut this in half? What would I do if I could only do one thing this week? Intentional work is not about working less. It's about working with presence. Slow is smooth is fast. That is US Navy SEAL mantra. The intentional marketer don't chase trends blindly. Don't ship just to stay visible. Don't confuse motion with momentum. They act with clarity, the rest with purpose. They know when to push and when to pause. Your best work won't come from the constant effort. It will come from conscious effort. So if you're always running, maybe it's time to stop, breathe, think, then move. I post every Friday about marketing, clarity, and creative work that actually matters. Subscribe if you want to do less, but better. Thank you very much. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. We will meet again.